guys, it's time to get it going. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Look out, he's got room. The Spartans offense will go to work for the first time today. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds his tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drive.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. It's Landry. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Spartans are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Fouls through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. Hauls it in. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Spartans line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it and put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They've got a first and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside you.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls and fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. They'll run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll set up to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Snagged out of the air. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Indiana! And with the extra point, every little bit.
Dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Ooh, grab near the marker. It's Burgess. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got a first down here to open the period. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. On the move and looking deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The sure hands, it's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old brass spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided. They've dominated it, Jesse, so looking forward to see if Indiana can kind of reverse that trend.
And I know this is a rivalry that a lot of college basketball fans get really excited for every year, but the football rivalry is pretty good too, and you both just very eloquently laid out why and the history behind this game. They do not like each other.
Quickly complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Berger. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old
Protected cross-division rivalry for a little while. It isn't anymore.
That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Baker. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
With the catch, it's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying the left side. Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
How nice emphasizes it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot. You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Grab near the sticks. It's Landry. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Landry. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he can go.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snags it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined seconds in the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
You know, to a lot of people, it's just a brass spittoon. But to these teams, it means so much more, and it sure looks like it so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Guys, gotta love when the brass spittoon is up for grabs. Let's get things back to you.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
To the air, it's Baker. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Not a big window, and that throw was money. And they've got it at the 30. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him, to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run it. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. He's going to fire deep. To the big arm from this senior quarterback. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the right. Hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting him in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That's caught. It's Burgess. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good... Lets it fly! Holds it in on the left! Finds a seam! And
To the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
the Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Got it in the middle, it's Landry.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're working that left side. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Absolutely perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that end. Nice job by the defense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Berger. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're testing the right side here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. To the victor, go the spoils, and the old Rasputin will reside in Bloomington as Indiana takes down Michigan State. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.